Welcome to EWN On The Couch, where we catch up with your favourites both on and off the field. Now, after the recent Cricket World Cup in England, this favourite South African cricket player decided to call it quits on a 15-year professional cricketing career. T20, ODI, Test cricket, unfortunately, in the green and gold, we're not going to see him again. But luckily enough, we see him on the couch today. JP, welcome.
Thank you
for joining
Thanks
us.
for having me. Yeah.
How's it feeling, man? Is it like a, you're breathing?
I think that's it right there. The sort of I guess, stress reliever of not having to face up to the demands of international cricket anymore. I say that very respectfully, though.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was a huge privilege to play for my country for that amount of time. But yeah, relieved that that is now behind me and also can look to the future. But it's important also to reflect on what has been and also just appreciate the opportunities that I've got.
Yeah.
And also the people that have been involved in my career for, call it 20 years. It's been phenomenal. And yeah, it's been an amazing ride.
Now, coming off that Cricket World Cup and announcing your retirement then, not the best send-off, but
Yeah.
how do you feel after that tournament ending like that?
Yeah, I think the opportunity or the moment to make the call was not necessarily based on the result of the World Cup. I think it was more a personal thing in terms of where I'm at in my life and what are the most important things right now, and is the hunger and desire there for the demands of international cricket. And to be honest, it's probably not, and that's why I made the call the time that I did, because initially I had announced the ODI retirement before the World Cup, and I had sort of agreed to look into the T20 stuff, international scene. But you know, a day before the last game, I kind of just sat with my thoughts and thought to myself, you know what, is this something that you really want to do, you really want to commit to? And there were a lot of questions, and I thought that was confirmation for me that this is a good time to bow out. And I think the reason for that is I didn't think it was fair upon my teammates, the Proteas itself, if I wasn't fully committed to it. So I needed to make a decision.
Now, being retired, I mean, you're literally done with international cricket. How does it feel?
It's been interesting, and the reason why I say that is the transition from being looked at as JP Duminy, the cricketer, now just JP Duminy, the humanitarian, the human being, is an interesting one, but also an exciting one. I think the reflective part of that is that I always, once I made the decision, it felt like a bit of a loss in your life.
Yeah.
I was very fortunate. My wife and my best friend, they put together this function where it was actually a surprise function, and it was to celebrate my career. And I look back at it now and thinking, wow, man, that was pure gold, because I had an opportunity to genuinely celebrate with the people that have been influential in my life, in my career. I'm talking from primary school teachers to high school teachers. They were all there.
Wow.
And I got to celebrate that moment with them, and just to sign off to say, you know what an amazing career it's been, full of ups and downs, but you walk away with amazing memories, and I had an opportunity to thank all of them for the part they played. Whether it be small, whether it be big, it's irrelevant. I think it was just being able to share in that moment with them and just be grateful for their inputs. And now I can close that chapter on a good note, and move into the next phase of my life, being a father, a husband, what's next from a business perspective, what's next from a cricketing perspective. What are my goals, aspirations? What do I want to be involved in? And that's something now I can look forward to, which is cool.
Now, another thing that's also close to your heart is the JP21 Foundation.
Sure.
How's that going?
Exceptionally well, man. It's blown up in an amazing way, far beyond my own expectations when we started. So essentially, what we do, we run cricket in Mitchells Plain and Strandfontein. We run the primary school cricket league. And we're dealing on a weekly basis. When we have our season, we're dealing with over 2,000 kids a week. So we coordinate the league, and we rely a lot on the schools that are participating in the league to coordinate their own teams. But we also we share responsibility, and we try to equip them as best as possible with umpiring courses, with scorekeeping courses, coaching courses. So it's not only about the kids, it's about social development, it's about giving back to the community that I grew up in and uplifting the community. Unfortunately, as many underprivileged communities in not only in the Western Cape but around the country, they're stricken by gangsterism, alcohol abuse, drug abuse. So they see this on a daily basis. And we trying to show them and prove to them that what they see in front of them doesn't have to be the reality. We're hoping to give them opportunities to make better decisions. And it's not only to become a cricketer or to become a sportsman, it's using that as a vehicle to open up their eyes to see what's out there.
Why was it important for you to go give back also during your career?
Sure.
You didn't only start now, you did it during your career.
Playing international cricket, it's much bigger, there's a bigger purpose to it, right?
Yep.
And these are one of the reasons, because you have an opportunity to influence the younger generation. And not only the younger generation, and this is the eye-opener for me, across all generations. You have an opportunity to influence. Are you going to use it to make a positive, to create some positivity around you and in your community? And that's what the goal is.
So before you go, we play a little game called Just Be Honest. Only allowed to say yes or no to these answers.
Cool.
Questions. No lying.
All right.
Is it true you're going to become a pro golfer now?
No.
Do you get your fashion tips from your daughters?
No.
Who gives it to you then?
My wife.
Well, they learn from someone. Would you ever want
And
to
Faf du Plessis.
The truth, I knew it, but I think we knew that.
Yeah.
Would you ever want to coach at a high level?
Yes.
Do you believe Manchester United can win the Premier League this year?
Yes.
Can we expect a JP Duminy autobiography anytime soon?
Yes.
Thank you, JP.
The beautiful thing about you said anytime soon, that can be now or it can be in 15
I know, I
years.
opened it up for you, that's my fault. So yes, for the future. JP, thank you so much
Awesome, thank you.
for just giving us what you have on the field and then offered as well with the JP21 Foundation, just being all around nice guy. So thank you so much. And thank you for joining us on the couch.
Cool.
There we go, JP Duminy, you know where to follow him. Fashion tips, dance sessions, and some cricketing advice as well. JP Duminy, that's it for On the Couch.